Well, good morning, everybody. Greg Buckley here from Buckley's Auto Care. And you know what? It's a quiet time here in the shop. It's actually Saturday, but I want to come up to show everybody some of the importance of having fluids changed out regularly on regular intervals on all types of systems that are part of your car, from, of course, the oil to any power steering fluid you may have, gearboxes, transfer cases, differentials of all sorts. Fluids will break down, and they will break down from age and or heat, anything related to that. And of course, you have your normal wear and tear that's going to take place over parts over a certain period of time. Eventually, everything breaks, just like us. So what I have a case here is pretty common on a lot of your Ford products, from your edge to the, in this particular case, the Explorer models with all-wheel drive. And all-wheel drive is different than four-wheel drive, a whole different setup. It might sound the same, might kind of like do the same things, but all-wheel drive is definitely different because it's in constant motion to distribute power to all four wheels, where your traditional 4x4 is commanded to shift into four-wheel drive. It can be done automatically, but the systems are pretty much separate. In any case, what we have here today is a complete destruction of a transfer case for a 2015 Ford Explorer. And you're looking at a nice pretty color silver all over the components, from the bearings to the gears and inside the case. Well, that nice shiny looking silver is actually worn metal. That's metal flake that kind of painted everything out here, and you can see it's on my fingers here. But the problem is when this supplies the power to the rear wheels on this unit, because it is an all-wheel drive. So when this thing starts to go, which it did, and we're going to try and, yeah. Okay, you can see that right there, correct? Okay, well, this gear here meshes with your pinion gear, which drives from the drive shaft, okay? Or from the engine, directly from engine drive shaft to your pinion to this gear set here, which eventually goes back to the rear wheels. Trying to be simple here in a sense, but you don't want this to happen. That is bad. Now, the reason is because it's lack of maintenance. And let's see here if I can get a little bit of a squirt. Yeah, can't even clean that up. But nonetheless, what you can see is you've got teeth missing, or you've got, the teeth have been damaged all along every gear set, and that is no good. And the reason why is because a lot of them won't, a lot of clients will not understand or have not been explained the importance of maintenance on the fluids. So that is critical. And this job is not easy. This is the first time we've seen this vehicle, and it's very kind of, it's not fun to present a $2,800 repair, because this has to be, you can't even rebuild this. This has to be replaced. And of course, look at that. Look at all the flakes on that rag. All right, and the reason why they are so temperamental, or actually making damage, is because under the car, let's take a look at this, all right? And we're gonna try and focus in. Now here's the new one. We got the new one in, nice and shiny, right in here. I'll try to get a better view here, yeah. All right, but this unit, in this particular case, is set between the exhaust manifold and the catalytic converter, which is this unit right here. Now that generates a heck of a lot of heat, and that heat is what really makes the fluid overheat and lose its integrity. And viscosity is important as well. So when you lose that, this is when the damage starts. So it's important that you take an interval, and your professional will help you decide what that interval is. Typically anywhere between 15 to 30,000 miles, depending on how you drive and where you drive. And you really shouldn't exceed 60,000 miles when getting these gearboxes taken care of, or any of your fluids. That's how critical it really is. Remember, as cars start to get lighter, the materials that manufacturers use are getting not only lighter, but smaller. And smaller typically is going to generate more heat. So your fluids are really, really, really important when trying to maintain things. Down to even your, well, we all talk about oil, and your oils are absolutely critical. So anyway, here's tip on Saturday. Don't do that. Don't let that happen. It's not fun, and it's not cheap. Listen to your professional. Get your fluids maintained. Take care of them. Save for them. Don't bulk when people go. You really should have the gearboxes changed. You should have the fluids changed. It'll cost you in the long run. Okay? Take care. Greg Buckley, Buckley's Auto Care. Always great to talk with you. And we hope to hear from you soon. Give us a call, 302-999-8285. We're here to help. Thanks.